Okay, let's begin. So last 2019, ang saya natin. Marami tayong natutunan, nakilala, napanood, mga exhibits na nasubukan, at marami pang iba. Saya natin, no? Nang biglang virtual lockdown muna. Pero magbabalik kami. Face to face. Changing lives through science. The 2023 Mimaropa Regional Science and Technology Week.
Hindi naman kami likas na masama talaga. Biktima lang kami.
Dapat ginawa ko na to noon pa, nasa laya pa lang ako. Ang dami-daming opportunity pero hindi ko grinab yun talaga.
Kami po sa DOST-NCR ay patuloy na maghahatid ng mga programa na makatutulong sa ating bansa sa tulong ng siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon.
Bilang isang bansang maraming magagandang polisiya, sa pagbuo at pagpapatupad nito, magandang gamiting basihan ang siyensya, teknolohiya.
Sa programang ito, sasagutin natin ang anumang katanungan o kahilingan ng isang individual o grupo na may kinalaman sa science. Gamit ang siyensya at teknolohiya, may magagawa tayo para tulungan ang isa't isa. Ako ang inyong lingkod, Dr. Renato Yusilidum Jr., kalihim ng Aghama Teknolohiya or DOST.
Ako ang inyong co-host, Jego Reyes, at ito ang Siyensikat.
Pinoy Popular Science para sa lahat.
The world now is full of businessmen, businesswomen, and I am inspired by that.
We make them independent women.
I'm sure that this fragrant grass industry will materialize.
We will also become a city, a smarter city in the future.
Okay, let's begin. So last 2019, ang saya natin. Marami tayong natutunan, nakilala, napanood, mga exhibits na nasubukan, at marami pang iba. Saya natin, no? Nang biglang virtual lang daw muna. Pero magbabalik kami. Face to face. Changing lives through science. The 2023 Mimaropa Regional Science and Technology Week.
Hindi naman kami likas na masama talaga. Biktima lang kami.
Dapat, ginawa ko na to noon pa. Nasa laya pa lang ako. Ang dami-daming opportunity pero hindi ko grinab yun talaga.
Kami po sa DOST-NCR ay patuloy na maghahatid ng mga programa na makatutulong sa ating bansa sa tulong ng siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon.
Bilang isang bansang maraming magagandang polisiya, sa pagbuo at pagpapatupad nito, magandang gamiting basihan ang siyensya, teknolohiya.
Sa programang ito, sasagutin natin ang anumang katanungan o kahilingan ng isang individual o grupo na may kinalaman sa science. Gamit ang siyensya at teknolohiya, may magagawa tayo para tulungan ang isa't isa. Ako ang inyong lingkod, Dr. Renato Yusilidum Jr., kalihim ng Agham at Teknolohiya or DOST.
Ako ang inyong co-host, Jego Reyes, at ito ang Siyensikat.
Pinoy Popular Science para sa lahat.
sentro ng mga napapanahong balitagang.
Narito na ang mainit na balita tungkol sa agham at teknolohiya mula sa mga rehiyon at sa buong bansa. Ito ang Balitang Rapidos.
Ang Agri-Aqua Incubator Summit na may temang Creating and Growing Agri-Aqua Startups Towards a Vibrant Economy ay naglalayong maipakita ang teknolohiya at produkto ng mga incubators sa pamamagitan ng isang exhibit at trade fair. Isa rin itong magandang pagkakataon upang maisulong ang kolaborasyon at networking activities ng mga incubators sa mga pribado at pampublikong organisasyon. Ang aktibidad ay magtatampok ng agribusiness learning tour, ribbon cutting at viewing ng mga exhibit. Dagdag pa rito, meron ding mga session para talakayin ang mga karanasan ng shareholder sa paglikha at pagpapanatili ng startup, incubating elevator pitching at mga alituntunin sa pagiging investable agri-aqua startup. Ang kaganapan ay dinaluhan ng Philippine Council for Agriculture, Aquatic and Natural Resources, Research and Development o DOST-PCARD, Agri-Aqua Technology Business Incubation Network, gayon din ang iba pang personalidad na sumusuporta sa aktibidad na ito.
Maliit na kumpanyang natulungan ng DOST-PCARD nakapagpalawak ng negosyo sa ibang bansa. Yan ang tinutukan ni Lourdes Nadong.
Matatagpuan lang yan sa Dairy Scoop and Bites sa Nueva Ecija, ang kauna-unahang tilapia ice cream restaurant sa bansa na nagbukas lang nitong March 12. Pero hindi lang tilapia flavor ang bago sa kanilang ice cream. Zero preservatives pa ang mga ito at mayaman sa protina, ngunit hindi malansa. Ideya ito ni Dr. Tereso A. Abella, dating president ng Central Luzon State University o CLSU. At dinevelop naman ni Dr. Dana G. Vera Cruz, project leader ng dairies. Noong 2020, para ipagpatuloy ang komersyalisasyon ng tilapia ice cream at cookies, naisipan nilang itayo ang spin-off company na Vera Bella Enterprises Limited Co. Isa itong kumpanya na natulungan sa ilalim ng Startup Grant Fund program ng DOST-PCARD. Layon ng Startup Grant Fund na suportahan at tulungan ang mga nagsisimula o maliliit na agri-aqua technology businesses sa mga suliraning kinakaharap nila. Ngayon, hindi lang sa Pilipinas, kundi naipakilala na rin sa buong mundo ang dairies kasunod ng partnership ng Vera Bella Ltd sa PWD Smart Farmability sa Malaysia, kung saan ang katuwang nila sa paggawa ng tilapia ice cream at cookies, mga may kapansanan. Alinsunod sa RA 11293 o Philippine Innovation Act at RA 11337 o Innovative Startup Act, kaisa ang DOST-PCARD sa pagbibigay importansya sa inobasyon bilang mahalagang sangkap sa pag-unlad at sustainableng paglago ng ekonomiya.
Isang orientation sa DOST Developed Information System ang isinagawa ng DOST Region 8 Management Information System sa tulong ng Provincial Science and Technology Office nito para sa lokal na pamahalaan ng San Roque, Northern Samar noong April 11, 2023. Ito'y matapos hilingin ng lokal na pamahalaan ng Northern Samar ang pagsasagawa ng orientation para sa potensyal na paggamit ng mga sumusunod na system information: Human Resource Management Information System, Vehicle Reservation and Travel Management System, Tracking, Retrieval, and Archiving of Communications for Efficiency, Government Property Management and Tracking System, and Procurement Monitoring System. Samantala, ang aktibidad ay dinaluhan nila Mayor Maria Ana Abalon, Board Member Don Abalon ng ikalawang distrito ng Northern Samar, at Engineer Florentino Quiñones Jr. na nagsilbing resource person sa aktibidad. At yan ang aking ulat sa araw na ito. Ako si Joram Leonardo, believer in science for the people. One DOST for you.
PlanSmart Ready to Rebuild Regional Training, umarangkada sa Region 4A at BARP. Dumalo sa 3 araw na PlanSmart Ready to Rebuild Training Workshop noong ika-25 hanggang 27 ng Abril sa Taal Vista Hotel, Tagaytay City, ang nasa 29 na local government unit, 3 regional line agencies at 3 BARM ministries. Kabilang sa regional line agencies na dumalo ang Department of Science and Technology, Department of Interior and Local Government Unit, National Economic Development Authority at Department of Human Settlements and Urban Development na kapwa mula sa Calabarzon Region. Umabot ng halos 123 ang kabuuang bilang ng mga nakilahok sa nasabing workshop kung saan 96 rito ang mula sa Calabarzon habang 27 naman ang mula sa BARM. Sa pamamagitan ng PlanSmart Training Workshop ay natutong mangalap ng baseline data at bumuo ng kanilang local database ang mga nagsipaglahok. Sa pamamagitan ng GeoMapper PH, matutulungan ang mga ito sa pagsasagawa nila ng hazard assessment at pagbuo ng rehabilitation and recovery plan gamit ang PlanSmart Ready to Rebuild web application. Dagdag pa rito, natutunan rin ng mga ito ang pagbuo ng kanilang local exposure database sa pamamagitan ng GeoMapper PH. Tulad ng iba pang GeoRisk interface, ang PlanSmart ay gumagamit ng mga impormasyong may kinalaman sa kalusugan, hazard information at socio-economic information mula sa pamahalaan. Ang pagsasanay na ginanap sa Tagaytay City ang ika-4 na serye ng mga training workshop para sa PlanSmart Ready to Rebuild.
Okay, let's begin! So last 2019, ang saya natin. Marami tayong natutunan, nakilala, napanood, mga exhibits na nasubukan, at marami pang iba. Saya natin, no? Nang biglang virtual lockdown muna. Pero magbabalik kami. Face to face! Changing lives through science. The 2023 Mimaropa Regional Science and Technology Week.
Hindi naman kami likas na masama talaga. Biktima lang kami.
Dapat ginawa ko na to noon pa, nasa laya pa lang ako. Ang dami-daming opportunity pero hindi ko grinab yun talaga.
Kami po sa DOST-NCR ay patuloy na maghahatid ng mga programa na makatutulong sa ating bansa sa tulong ng siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon.
Bilang isang bansang maraming magagandang polisiya, sa pagbuo at pagpapatupad nito, magandang gamiting basihan ang siyensya, teknolohiya.
Sa programang ito, sasagutin natin ang anumang katanungan o kahilingan ng
world now is full of businessmen, businesswomen, and I am inspired by that.
We make them independent women.
I am sure that this fragrant grass industry will materialize.
We will also become a city, a smarter city in the future.
Okay, let's begin. So last 2019, ang saya natin. Marami tayong natutunan, nakilala, napanood, mga exhibits na nasubukan, at marami pang iba. Saya natin, no? Nang biglang virtual lockdown muna. Pero magbabalik kami. Face to face. Changing lives through science. The 2023 Mimaropa Regional Science and Technology Week.
Hindi naman kami likas na masama talaga. Biktima lang kami.
Dapat ginawa ko na to noon pa, nasa laya pa lang ako. Ang dami-daming opportunity pero hindi ko grab yun talaga.
Kami po sa DOST-NCR ay patuloy na maghahatid ng mga programa na makatutulong sa ating bansa sa tulong ng siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon.
Okay, let's begin. So last 2019, ang saya natin. Marami tayong natutunan, nakilala, napanood, mga exhibits na nasubukan, at marami pang iba. Saya natin, no? Nang biglang virtual lockdown muna. Pero magbabalik kami. Face to face. Changing lives through science. The 2023 Mimaropa Regional Science and Technology Week.
Hindi naman kami likas na masama talaga. Biktima lang kami.
Dapat ginawa ko na to noon pa, nasa laya pa lang ako. Ang dami-daming opportunity pero hindi ko grinab yun talaga.
Kami po sa DOST-NCR ay patuloy na maghahatid ng mga programa na makatutulong sa ating bansa sa tulong ng siyensya, teknolohiya at inobasyon.
Magandang agham din Onin. Gayon din sa mga kasangga natin sa regional offices, DOST agencies, iba pang ahensya ng gobyerno at siyempre sa ating masugid na mga taga-subaybay. Sa katunayan nga, hindi ba umabot ng 30 to 40 degrees Celsius ang heat index sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa sa mga nakalipas na araw? At inaasahan pa nating mas tataas ito sa mga susunod na linggo. Pero bukod sa mga malls, beach, and falls, isa rin sa parating dinadayo ng mga Pilipino at tuwing panahon ng tag-init ay ang Baguio. Kaya expect thousands of tourists na naman mula sa iba't ibang panig ng bansa at mundo ang bibisita sa City of Pines. Exactly on it. Itong Project Minerva o Monitoring for Indicators for Efficient Redevelopment and Value Assessment ay isang proyektong nakikita natin bilang malaking tulong sa pangarap at hangarin natin na magkaroon ng smart city sa bansa.
Magandang agham, Secretary Renato Yu Solidum and Jr. and Sir Onin Miranda. Thank you for inviting us to this program of DOST. Before we begin, I would like to also acknowledge Baguio City LGU, especially our partner, Mayor Magalong, Engineer Philip Puson, and our partners at the MITD Office of City Hall. So special thanks also to our volunteers from PNP, UP Baguio students under Dr. Ian Agulo and RAB volunteers as well in their efforts to help us in collecting the data. Finally, I acknowledge our team members for working so hard on this project. It's a pleasure to represent our team and answer the questions about our project Minerva.
Before we dig deeper dito sa Project Minerva, ibahagi mo naman sa amin kung ano ito.
Okay, thank you for that question. So Project Minerva is a smart city project that complements the urban renewal efforts and the transformation of Baguio City to be a smart city. So specifically, what we're doing here is we are focusing on how the crowdedness in Baguio City affects the quality of life by looking at air and water quality and mobility of people and vehicles. So to do this, what we did last year is we deployed sensors to monitor the air and water quality. We also deployed GPS trackers and also we tapped on to the collected data, available data of the LGU. Yes, thank you for that question. Actually, Baguio City is our test place, kumbaga, because yun nga, sobrang okay yung leadership of Mayor Magalong. We get full support from him. And ang bilis mag-work together with their team, and they're ready actually to the different efforts that our team is trying to conduct. For example, when we deploy GPS trackers, it's very difficult to convene volunteer vehicles, no? But because of the help of the LGU and the full support of LGU, we were able to deploy these sensors. Also, yung mga sensors namin, we actually deployed 500 GPS trackers, that's a lot, and 80 air quality sensors to the PNP and the RAB volunteers of Baguio City. So you see, the participation of people from the RAB volunteers, this is a private organization. Also, the support of the different offices from the LGU, makikita natin na because of this support, we can do something. We can succeed in this project. Without their support, actually, it's very difficult to conduct this kind of study. So that's why Baguio City was chosen.
Ano-anong sektor naman ang maaaring makinabang sa proyektong ito?
So, again, I would like us to look at at the slide that I've shown. So, dun kasi sa slide, makikita natin yung mga different na sub-indices that make a smart city. For example, meron tayong domain or sub-index as smart environment, smart economy, smart society, smart governance, smart energy, smart infrastructure, smart transportation, and some others consider yung pandemic resiliency. So, based dito sa mga sub-indices na to ng smart city, we can see kung anong sectors yung pwedeng mag-benefit dito sa smart city, transformation to smart city of any city, actually. So, for this Minerva, for example, for our Minerva project, marami yung nakikita nating magbe-benefit. So, stakeholders from private sectors, from the government, and business owners, for example, and even especially our citizens will definitely benefit them. Kung papaano, well, if we look at our slide, yung gagawin kasi dito ng team is we will create models that will predict, for example, yung kunyari, yung air quality, ipe-predict natin yung water quality as well. And gumagamit din tayo dito ng geospatial analysis para makita kung ano yung effect ng mga different factors sa Baguio City sa isang aspeto na gusto nating aralin. Kunyari, yung movement ng vehicle or movement of people. And through that, we can see na, yun nga, hindi mo malilimit sa isang grupo lang yung benefit. In fact, ang magbe-benefit talaga ito will be the citizens living in Baguio City, in the end, and also the tourists. Kasi kaya nilang i-enjoy yung kung ano yung meron yung Baguio City na efficient yung system and also okay yung environmental status ng Baguio City. So yes, to answer your question, there are many possible, there are a lot of beneficiaries in this project. And also, in what way, sobrang daming different ways. And if you want to know more, maybe I can show you as well yung mga data na collect namin, and we can explain in more detail how these things will benefit the different sectors. Yung project na to, yung pinaka-plano talaga is, yun nga, to complement the urban renewal efforts of Baguio City, as well as its goal to make the city a smart city. So we want to complement that. How? We want to use the concepts na alam namin sa data science, sa complexity science, and also sa AI, big data, these concepts that we can apply to help them analyze their data as well. And also, yung aim talaga namin is makita yung effect ng, we want to focus on the crowdedness in Baguio City and how this crowdedness affect the quality of life by looking at these focus areas, yung air quality, water quality, and also mobility. So yun yung pinaka-general goal ng Project Minerva. Pero kung i-breakdown natin, I mentioned, right, we deployed different sensors, and kung i-breakdown natin, marami pang sub-objectives na nag-stem out from all these activities. And isa sa, kung i-zoom out natin, the general objective is actually to provide decision support for these specific areas. So para mas makita ng ating leaders kung ano ba talaga yung real-time data na nakokollect sa Baguio that reflects kung ano talaga yung status ng Baguio City in terms of the environmental quality and as well as yung mobility ng mga tao.
Para malinawan ang ating mga kababayan, since nabanggit mo ang salitang smart city, ano ba ang ibig sabihin nito?
Let me discuss first about smart city. What makes a city a smart city? So, kung titingnan natin, there's an article that released. It says there ano yung mga top smart cities in the world. And these are, for example, among them are Singapore, Finland, New York, and South Korea. So kung titingnan natin itong mga countries na to, ano ba yung meron sa kanila? Singapore is championing its transport system. Helsinki, Finland, they're championing the transparency of their government or their governance. And New York naman, they're generating a lot of big data. For South Korea, people participation is outstanding. So there are many different aspects that we are looking at when we talk about smart city. There are many different components that define what makes a smart city. So in fact, a smart city has many domains and sub-indices. So I'm talking technical here, but you can see in my slide that in the diagram, there are sub-indices doon. And we can see that all sectors actually are involved. And thus, kung titingnan natin yung sub-indices na to, for each sub-indices, we can actually identify the different problems that need solution for Baguio City or the different areas that need help doon sa Baguio City. One example is for the air quality and also yung air quality, for example. DENR identified Baguio City, areas of concern in Baguio City before, some years back, and one of them is air pollution. So, doon tayo pumapasok din. Also, if you noticed in the news articles in the past few months, from December, and then this January, and then this Holy Week season, isang concern talaga ng Baguio City is the traffic. So these are the things that we can see. There are indices or sub-indices or areas that Baguio City needs help on. For example, yung transport system or monitoring of air quality, environmental problems identified by DENR as well. And also, Baguio City has a lot of efforts now in terms of yung access sa internet. So, itong mga to, makakatulong tayo dito in helping them organize, for example, analyze their data and as well as in making use of the data to create or to gain more insights to help Baguio City in decision-making. Ano yung pwede nating matulong is basically the insights coming from the data para yung ating leaders can decide, can construct kung ano yung policy na pwedeng gawin. And they can also, these results can also help them in making decisions. So, yun yung pwede natin i-contribute, and these are the things that we think will benefit Baguio City.
Nabanggit nyo rin, Dr. Isa, na ang mga datos na ito ay magagamit sa paggawa ng mga polisiya at proyekto upang masolusyonan ang kasalukuyang problema ng Baguio City. May mga datos ba tayo na naibigay na sa kanila, talagang ginamit nila dito sa kanilang policy formulation?
Yes, definitely. So since nag-deploy kami ng sensors doon, our sensors are sending real-time data. And itong data namin, we are collecting it. At the same time, for example, yung GPS data namin, nandun na sa command center nila and they can access it anytime. And in fact, yung mga GPS trackers kasi namin, meron din siyang SOS button. So some of the drivers, when they press it, automatic pupunta yung alarm or a call for help ng mga drivers dun sa command center. So they can immediately call them. Kasi 24/7 merong tao dun sa command center. They can immediately call yung mga drivers, so what's going on or what help they need once there is an SOS button pressed. Also, for the air quality data, nakikita rin nila yun real time. And yung ibang data, we are in the process of sharing it to them after pre-processing, then cleaning them and also analyzing them. But yes, the other data nasa kanila na yun at nagagamit na nila yun. In fact, Mayor Magalang is very excited to see. Tinatanong niya kami yung, actually he's been asking kung gusto niyang makita na rin yung air quality and water quality data doon mismo sa dashboard. Nakikita na nila yung air quality, but yung water quality data hindi pa. So yun yung parang I think one of the good indicators din that Baguio City is really going to use our data because they're really asking for it then. Yung sensors namin, yun yung nagko-collect ng data. But our team we are not the ones collecting talaga nung samples kasi wala kami sa Baguio City. But we have volunteers. So for our air quality sensors, we have the PNP officers na kumukolekta ng data. Simple lang kasi yung sensor, ikakabit lang nila sa somewhere sa bag nila or dito sa location kung saan pwedeng isabit yung sensor sa mga vest nila, or yung our RAB volunteers, they put it on their bags, nakahang sa labas ng bag nila. Ganun lang, tapos nagko-collect na yung data yung air quality sensors namin. For our water quality sensors naman, we trained our volunteers how to measure the water quality of samples na nakukuha nila. And sila na rin yung kumukuha every day. So they've been trained to do that. Our team members are data scientists in our team, na I'm proud of them. They really train these students to collect these samples of water samples. Tapos sila na yung nagme-measure ng water quality. Yung mga data na na-collect namin, nilagay namin sa dashboard na nasa mapa. So kunyari makikita mo yung 129 barangays of Baguio, tas naka-color sila. Yung color can indicates if the level of air quality there is safe or medyo hindi lumalabas na sa safe level, ganun. And the same with water quality data. So pinaplot lang namin sila, visualize namin into the different barangays na meron kaming data, including the tourist data, and then to show kung ano na yung levels of, for example, safety levels of the air and water quality data, and also yung number of tourists per barangay as of last year. So yun yung pinapakita namin na mas mabilis maintindihan ng public. So yun yung nasa dashboard namin.
Dito mo masusukat ang tunay na pagtutulungan. Dahil biruin mo, kahit uniformed personnel and even students, talagang tumutulong para mapabuti ang Baguio City. Bueno, for my last question, Dr. Isa, paano naman ito makatutulong sa sustainability ng Baguio and the Philippines as a whole?
So in terms of sustainability of Baguio City, I think yung ganitong activity is very crucial. Especially kasi the times there are a lot of changes in our time. So maaaring mag-improve pa yung sensors later on. But the concept is, napasa natin yung models and the way we analyze things, the way we try to interpret this insight, to extract insights from the data. This alone will help them decide later on in terms of yung policies nila or design ng Baguio City, where to put, for example, parking space, or where to put all these improvements in their transport system later on. So I'm not saying na kayang-kaya namin isolve lahat ng yon, but what we are doing is we are giving them let's say part solution at this current time, kasi once may mga bagong developments, baka kailangan ding later i-improve pa yung models. But yun nga, the thing here is we are sharing what we know, and in terms of analysis, data analysis as well, and data collection, para later on magagawa na rin nila on their own. So eventually, it boils down to monitoring of the city and decision-making, policy-making based on these insights from the data. Yun, I think, will be really crucial in terms of the sustainability of Baguio City. Sige po. Yung sa lahat po, siguro yung maybe for those who are planning to have smart city initiatives, mahirap po siyang siguro tingnan kung saan mag-uumpisa. Kasi yung smart city, ang laki po niya kasi at ang daming gumagalaw na components sa isang smart city. So, para po makaumpisa tayo, magkaroon tayo ng smart city initiative, it's good po to have discussions as well, and to have open forum kung ano para sa leaders, siguro magandang makinig kung ano po yung gusto ng ating mga mamayan, and for the people as well, we can listen to the plans of our government and really meet in between kung ano po yung makita po natin, kung ano yung pwede natin i-contribute, and then from there makikita po natin kung anong aspeto ng smart city yung maaari nating i-prioritize muna, kasi ang dami po talagang parte ng smart city, at baka mahirapan po tayong mag-decide kung ano yung uunahin natin, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. So to minimize yung ganong feeling na masyado siyang mahirap, pwede po nating tingnan kung ano talaga yung uunahin natin, and step by step isusunod natin yung ibang aspeto ng smart city. So it really is it's a big thing. There's a lot of things that we can do, but then step by step po, let us prioritize kung ano yung gusto ng ating citizens, at the same need of the city and our citizens, and at the same time yung vision ng ating leaders. So yun lang po. To other LGUs na nanonood sa atin, gusto ko pong sabihin na smart city, making the city a smart city, is actually providing opportunity to your city and to your constituents, as well as to the citizens. So, ini-encourage ko po lahat ng leaders to explore the idea of having projects on smart city, kahit small projects pa lang po at the start. Then eventually, we can include more and more components in the study and involve more and more offices in the study. So if you want to know more about the possible things that you can study in your LGUs, in your place, pwede po kayong makipag-meet sa aming project leader dito sa AIM, si Academician Christopher Monterola, or also contact us, our team, Project Minerva. We can share po our insights and our ideas in having smart city initiatives. And to the public naman po, one key factor in making a city smart, aside from good governance and leadership, is people participation. So, ini-encourage ko din po lahat na makiisa po tayo sa mga efforts ng leaders natin sa government para gawan ng solusyon yung mga problema sa syudad. So, ultimately po kasi, the beneficiaries will be us, the citizens. So I would like to say thanks to our volunteers again. Shout out to our volunteers living in Baguio City. They're the ones helping us gather data, and to the offices that help us also in data collection. Super thank you po. Maraming salamat po. And kung wala po yung people participation talaga, it will be hard for a smart city initiative like this, Project Minerva, to succeed. So yun po, in-encourage ko po yung publiko na makiisa po tayo sa mga efforts na ganito. Salamat po.
Okay, let's begin. So last 2019, ang saya natin. Marami tayong natutunan, nakilala, napanood, mga exhibits na nasubukan, at marami pang iba. Saya natin, no? Nang biglang virtual lockdown muna. Pero magbabalik kami. Face to face. Changing lives through science. The 2023 Mimaropa Regional Science and Technology Week.
Sa dami ng suliraning nagsusulputan sa panahon ngayon tulad ng environmental problems, birth rate concerns, climate change, food insecurity, cybersecurity problems, poverty concerns at iba pa, napakahalaga na makagawa ng agaran at pangmatagalang solusyon ang pamahalaan. Pagkamat kailangang agaran ang mga solusyon sa mga suliranin, ay nararapat pa rin itong dumaan sa masusing pag-aaral. May datos na pinagbabasehan at maisasalang-alang ang kapakanan ng mamamayan. Ito yung upang masiguro na ang polisiya at solusyon ng ating gagawin ay magdudulot ng kaginhawaan sa pamayanan at hindi magdudulot ng dagdag na suliranin sa hinaharap. Kaya para sa mga leader ng ating bansa, tayo'y makinig sa suliraning sinisigaw ng ating nasasakupan. At tayo din bilang mamamayan ay dapat na makibahagi sa pagbabagong ito. Dahil if everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. Yun lamang po at maraming salamat.
Agam at teknolohiya